testing the waters. Conscious creators, it is not possible for you to simply test the waters. For you are creating. That which you are expressing is being reflected back to you. More specifically, that which you are expressing dominantly, free of resistance or with little resistance, is being reflected back to you. Now, for most of you, in large part, that which you are not desiring is what is mostly being reflected back to you, because you do not resist that which you do not want. You have been conditioned to focus on that which you do not want. You have been conditioned to fight against it, to build barriers, to oppose it, to argue against it, to tell everyone about it, to communicate your hurt, your pain, your frustration, your anger. And that's fine. Just understand that you are creating. And in so doing, you are engaging the inner creative process perfectly and precisely. For to communicate that which you are angry about, to communicate that which frustrates you, communicate that which bothers you, to communicate that which you hate, to communicate that which you do not ever want to experience again, to communicate those individuals, those people, those groups, those organizations that you oppose and that you have a problem with. You are seeing the situation and the circumstance. You are seeing the experience on your mind. You are seeing the conflict. You are seeing the opposition on the screen of your mind. And you are feeling that conflict. You are feeling the opposition. You are feeling the feeling of the experience that you would have if you were in the vicinity of that which would frustrate you, that which would anger you. When you communicate it, you are seeing it on the screen of your mind, and you are feeling it exactly as if it is happening now in the present moment. And your inner being, your inner creative process, unconscious mind, subconscious mind, all of those things, whatever you want to call it, does not know the difference between actual physically experienced happenings or the fact that you are merely creating it through your imagery and your feeling and seeing it on the screen of your mind. It does not know the difference. It does not know the difference. Think about what that means. And yes, we understand how seemingly complicated it is, but it's not. It's simple. We understand how daunting a task it seems that it might be to rein in your own conversations, your language, to rein in your thinking, your thought patterns, and how it might separate you from all of your friends that talk this way, that think this way, that behave this way. But you must, at some point, take responsibility. You must, at some point, decide to reclaim your power. For it is power. It is immense power. It unlocks immense potential and possibility when you begin to think in the direction of your desire. When you begin to speak in the direction of your desire. When you begin to feel in the direction of your desire consistently. Yes, it requires play and practice. Yes, it requires a reconditioning of the way you go about being. But in the same vein as that which you are creating now oftentimes is undesirable, when you focus yourself in the direction of that which you do desire, it must be experienced. In the initial, you may oppose that which you desire as you begin to play and practice with conditioning yourself to be the expresser of your desires, because you, for whatever reason, don't believe it. Not realizing that you are believing in your failures. You're believing in your broken relationships. You're believing in lack and scarcity. You're believing in dis-ease right now, if that is your consistent, frequent experience. You are believing in it. You merely must do the exact same thing in the direction of that which you desire. Oh, but it couldn't be that simple. There has to be so much effort, so much work, and all of these things that you have been programmed to. It's not how the creative process works. The creative process, first and foremost, almost singularly and powerfully has to do with your inner workings. What you are consistently thinking about, what you are consistently feeling about, whether you are in opposition to it vibrationally. Think about it. When you look closely, how often are you in opposition to the expressing and the experience of that which you do not desire? After you communicate, and after you feel, and after you think, that last broken relationship and how many of your relationships have ended the same way, and how you keep meeting the same people and you're so frustrated about it and you're so angry about it and you think about it in large part during the day. And when you think about that last partner, you feel how it felt, and that frustration surges and that anger surges, and you can remember the things that they didn't do, and you can remember the things that made you frustrated, and you can remember how they made you feel. And the whole while you're seeing it on the screen of your mind, you're feeling the feeling in the present moment as if it's actually happening right now. And when you communicate it and you talk to your friends and family about it, you're doing it then. When you're riding in your car and you're thinking and feeling about it, you're doing it then. When you talk to the next friend about it, you're doing it then. And how often do you come back and say, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the beautiful relationship that I am having. I'm so excited for the connection that I am feeling. I'm so excited for the love that I am expressing, that is being returned to me through my partner. How often do you come back and you say things of that nature that oppose that which you do not desire? Are you saying and feeling and thinking that type of experience in a fashion and manner and in the frequency that it becomes the dominant idea over that which you do not desire? Think about that. In all areas of your life, what's dominant? And how often are you opposing those ideas that are dominant? You're not. You're not. And when you do think of beautiful things, when you do think of exciting things, when you do think of the experience of abundance, when you do think of the experience of beautiful relationship, when you do think of health and well-being, you don't really believe it. And you definitely don't consider it enough for the idea to become dominant within you over that which is already dominant, that which you have been conditioned to. This is your challenge. This is your sole singular challenge. And only you can overcome that which is dominant within your mind now. Through play and practice, you can. The same as when you go to the gym or you exercise and your muscles get stronger and your body adjusts. The same happens when you play in higher frequency and you begin to condition your mind to think and feel in the direction of that which you desire. The more you play and practice, the stronger you will get. And the more consistent you are, you will begin to see reflections in the mirror on that which you are expressing. Now, the moments, the experiences, the happenings will come with low frequency in the beginning, because you must overcome the momentum that has already been created. But the process is the same, and the more consistent you are and the more frequent you are in expressing that which you desire, free of resistance, know that you're sowing and establishing new ideas, new dominant ideas. When they become dominant and it becomes who you are, consistently expressing, it begins to be reflected back to you with greater frequency. And you don't have to believe us. Play and practice with it, with something that that you are not extremely emotional about, that you have no emotion about whatsoever. Play and practice with it and watch how your experience begins to unfold around that idea. You don't have to believe us. This is experiential. This is an experiential thing that we're talking about for each one of you individually. Believe in yourself with understanding. Understand the process. Engage the process. Look in your life and see how the process has been in motion, but it requires that you look inward, that you are critical about who you are on the inside, your thought processes, your feeling. What are you consistently thinking and feeling about? What dominant ideas must be present for you to think and feel that way consistently? What dominant ideas are driving that? These are the things that you have to understand. Once you understand them, you can permanently situate yourself and focus in the direction that you desire to go, and expecting and watching for the reflection in the mirror. This is what we desire for you to know. This is what you must understand. We are thankful, grateful for the opportunity to share. We're thankful for the vessel. We're thankful for each of you offering fertile ground for these transmissions. We are here for you from our now non-physical perspective, offering that which we know to be true, offering that which we know will transform your life. We honor you. We celebrate you, and we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you.